Hello, cats and kittens. MamacatGamer here with another episode in Adventures with Gavtia. We are in the Shadowbringers expansion. Gotta make sure I'm doing okay here. And then I'll redo this start. Okay, we're live. We're live. Alright, let me get back to the game now. Sound good? Sound good. I think it sounds good. Get back to where I can actually see the screen. Okay, good. Okay. Go back to the game. That's what I gotta do when I'm like doing this all by myself. Gotta figure out how to monitor all this while I'm streaming. Oh, there's Raul. Okay. Party Finder. I didn't even know I didn't have Party Finder. The Party Finder has been added to the party section of the main menu. Through the Party Finder, you can either search for a party to join or recruit other adventurers to form a party of your own. To join a party, select Advanced Search and specify your search criteria. Upon finding a compatible party, simply select Join Party. To recruit adventurers for your own party, select Recruit Members and then specify your recruitment criteria. Interested individuals will answer the call and you need only sit back and wait. This is how they do most of the Savage raiding on the Ether data center. I know in some places they have dedicated discords. If you're into the raiding scene or the PvP scene. I enjoyed raiding in Star Wars The Old Republic quite a bit. I actually got to some of the high tiers of raiding, the Nightmare mode. Before I decided that 2 nights a week spent on raiding alone was like 2 nights too many. So now I will do the raids with my free company. And we'll do that on, 1 night a week. And when we finish it, we finish it. And it's like way less stressful for me. So we do that. So I'm not into the hardcore raiding anymore. There are plenty of great channels that do the hardcore, like ultimate raiding. And so you can check those out. I think Desparius is one. Mr. Happy might be one. Xenos is... I just always call him Zeno, but I think it's Xenoxis. Don't quote me on that, and I apologize if I'm butchering his name. But Xeno is how it starts. So if you put in Xeno in like Final Fantasy XIV, he'll probably pop up because he's a pretty popular streamer. Anyway, we are doing a Resounding Roar. So we have to go to Wollickdorf. Let's see what that says. Got a bunch of blue quests in here. These are all for hard mode versions of dungeons. So I just, I pick them up as I queue for them in the roulettes. Alright. A Resounding Roar. Urianger's brow is furrowed in thought. Speak with Seto. Okay. When is Urianger's brow not furrowed in thought? Just like, never. The man has permanent furrows. And hello, everybody. Alright, this is like my favorite city-state. The music's great, the architecture's great, the artwork's great. It's just all around great. Let's go to Wolleckdorf. I think this... It might be Wolleckdorf. I don't know. I think it's, you know, vaguely German. Okay. Well, let's ride over there. Discovered a new place. So the last time I really came through here was before they did the graphics update, and this was always nice before, but that waterfall, it's like, wow. I mean, it's just, they did some amazing things with the graphics update. And I don't think people gave them enough credit for the amount of work they put into doing that. Partly because of the issues with story and Dawn Trail, which I don't let that put you off from doing it. I had fun doing it. Was it their best offering? No. But was it fun? Absolutely. Yes, well worth my time and the money I spent on it. I got more than... you know, I always gauge the price of a game on whether it's, you know, am I going to spend more hours playing that expansion than I would spend going to a movie, for example. So 2 movies, roughly $60 in our place for 2 people. When you include popcorn and drinks and all that jazz, right? Because you can't go to a movie without having popcorn. That's like it's against the law. So, anyway, so am I going to have more fun in this expansion than the time it takes me to watch 2 movies, and definitely got way more than 4 hours of enjoyment out of it. The post-Dawn Trail story is fantastic. Alright, let's go back to Shadowbringers, where we're at. Seto says, I will use my voice to lure out the Sin Eaters, as I once did when I hunted with an old friend, and of course I forgot to eat my food ahead. A feeble cry for the ravenous, a mighty roar for the territorial. I still remember the tricks. But come, we begin at your signal. Well, now I can eat my food. Ready then? Very well. Yep. I'm like really tiny next to him. Oh, but wait, there's more. Oh, that was nice. That was fun. I don't know what I hit, but it was really cool. Let's see, I hit Hisatsu, Gurren, and Shoha. I really need to go back and look up that rotation again, now that I'm higher level and can actually do more things. Yeah, and sometimes movies nowadays aren't even fun and worth your money, right? Yeah. What was the last... Oh, we saw Jaws 3D. That's the last movie we went to. That was a lot of fun. Jaws in 3D, not Jaws 3D. That's an actual movie. And it was terrible. But seeing the 50th anniversary of Jaws on the big screen, that was a lot of fun. I literally... I've seen that movie a number of times. I know when the shark is going to come out the first time, right? But still jumped in my seat the first time the shark came out. Seto says, you made short work of those creatures. I will not deny it. I have seen enough. Let us return to Wolleckdorf. Okay. If you are 11 levels or higher than these the ones with the red triangle on here, will aggro on you if you're less than 11 levels above them. So you can just pass by them if you're 11 level. I didn't know that for a while. I was like trying to dodge them for a while. And somebody says, yeah, you don't have to do that. I went, oh, I just drive right past them. Minfilia says, I heard a fearsome roar. Is everything all right? Thancred says, Urianger tells me you've been busy trying to win Seto over, and I agree that you're the best man for the job. The Silver Tongue can only get one so far. Well, Thancred would be the expert on that. Urianger says, whatever Seto hath in store for thee, I wish thee Godspeed. Okay. So I'm your official Urianger translator. Okay. So whatever Seto has in store for you, I wish you a speedy trip. By the ease with which you slew those Sin-Eaters, I see that you are capable. However, I still require time to think, and if you should be willing, there is a favor I would ask of you. Seto would make a personal request of you. This is not a test of your strength, but a personal request. Please hear my tale. A while ago, I fought Sin-Eaters who had wandered into Ilmeg. In the heat of battle, I dropped a prized possession, a medallion. Of all the places that it should fall, it was Longmirror Lake. We Amaro are not fond of water. We certainly cannot dive very deep. I briefly entertained the thought of turning to the Fuath, but they are more likely to keep my medallion out of mischief than return it to me. Or, yeah, right? Or kill him. I had despaired of retrieving my treasure, but having seen what you are capable of, perhaps you will be able to find it. While I ponder your request for the shoes, will you not go and search for my medallion? If it should elude even you, I will accept that it is gone forever. Alright, your friends over here, everything new? Nope. Ooh, we got a blue quest here, too. Sandman? Sandman would ask a favor of you, assuming he can stay awake long enough. Snorer, slurp. Huh? Oh, I beg your pardon. I must have dozed off again. Ever since I turned 300, I find I can barely stay awake. I had a friend in college who would, like, drool a little bit while she was sleeping, and the pillow would, you know, get wet, right? So we were on this class trip with about 8 of us, and she's, like, drooling like crazy, and we wake her up. Of course, we have to give her a hard time because that's what college students do to each other. She says, it's not a good sleep unless you drool. And so anytime I see drool now, I think of her. She was great. She was great. Sandman is my name, and I had something for you. What was it again? Ah, yes, a request. I would have you seek out a young Amuro who has newly arrived in Ilmeg. But ere I go into the details, tell me, know you the nature of our community, Wolleckdorf? It is a place where those of us who have attained intelligence come to live out our days. We Amuro are born mindless beasts, you see, but if we abide among men for a century or so, we may awaken to abilities long lost in our kind, speech not least of all. That those who have awakened might know of Wolleckdorf, we ask our new move friends to place enchantments on the crystals found throughout Ilmeg. These crystals call out to our brethren across Norvrant, drawing them hither. However, the aforementioned young Amuro was not prepared for what he found here. That is, other-speaking Amuro, and no sooner did I welcome him than he bolted and ran. Though he is wary of us, having served men until recently, I believe he will trust you. Please, will you not find him and persuade him to come here? To help you on your way, he fled to the west of the settlement. Have fun! Oh, Avengers Endgame. That was a great movie. That was a lot of fun. That was really fun to watch on the big screen. Do we have any more blue quests here? Just want to make sure we're not missing any. Nope, doesn't look like it. I want to say he's over up here, but I could be wrong. No, because that's outside of our orange circle. Oh, I'm betting it's up there. So you got a big up arrow there. Oh, I see where the sparklies are. Okay. They probably need to do something a little brighter than that, because that's really hard to see. It's just very little contrast. You find a set of Amuro tracks headed southwest. Judging by the depth of the impressions, the creature was in some haste. Of course, to be fair, the people who design these things are not eye doctors, right? So they don't think of things like contrast and, you know, color and things like that. You find foliage that has been partially consumed by a large beast. The trail of consumption continues to the west. It's always easier to start higher and come lower, right? Fruit remains. You find the eaten remains of a fruit, the exposed flesh yet to turn brown. The young Amuro may yet be near. Yep. Oh, there he is. Tonatiu? Tonatia? Gasp! The young Amuro regards you with wary eyes. Sandman sent me, or it's alright to talk. You know that I can talk? There was another fellow like me. Do you know it? Well, now a whole settlement of talking Amuro? That must be the place he wanted to show me. My name is Tonatiu. My master was a traveling merchant. One day I discovered that I could speak. I was so happy and I thought my master would be happy too. But when I spoke to him, he looked as if he'd seen a ghost and abandoned me. Since that day, I've been wandering the land by myself. I'd heard of Ilmeg and I thought it would be nice to see it. But it seems the idea wasn't my own at all. This settlement, Wollickdorf, it sounds like a nice place, but I don't want to live there. I've been alone for a long time. I don't feel comfortable around others anymore, not even other Amuro. He wishes to send you back to Wollickdorf with this. Apologies. We will tackle the side quests later on. It is... It's going to be faster for us to drive up and around, because swimming is really slow in the water. Annoyingly slow. If you drive around to the side, I think it'll be faster that way. Good Janana's Grace. Okay. I typically use my SDS Fenrir because it's faster than other mounts. There's actually a speed boost that comes with it. You get it on the in the store, you know, their online store, Mog Station. I'm having a brain cramp today. I'm gonna go down there though. It's well worth the purchase, honestly. And I think it's one of the account-bound items. Okay, to dive, it's control spacebar. You can actually drive your mount underwater, which I thought was hilarious. This is pretty cool in here, though. You can see the village. Oh, here's our glittering object. It's inside the church. We found Seto's medallion. That's great. We're gonna port back there. Okay. I know we have to talk to Seto. Ah, you are returned. How fared your search? Golden Medallion, despite its age and prolonged submersion, this golden medallion still retains its luster.
My medallion! You found it! Oh, I know not how to thank you. It is my most treasured possession. A gift from a dear departed soul. He was a traveler, and together we journeyed to the ends of the world and back again. When I was young. In those days, I could not speak. But we found joy in each other's company nonetheless. Oh, the memories. This medallion he found during an adventure. Fashioned it into a necklace for me, his partner in crime. I had not the words to tell him then, but it filled my heart with pride. I was so happy. His name was Artbert, and he was my friend.
Oh, that's sweet.
Ardbert, thou sayest?
Ardbert, you say?
Everyone blamed him for the flood. Him and his comrades. Some few spoke up for them, of the many whose lives they had touched. But as the years went by, their voices were drowned out by those who only uttered the adventurers' names as a curse. It was too much to bear, and so I left behind men and their lies, and came to this place.
I wonder if the Asians were involved in that misdirection or lying.
Artbert was a trusting soul, constantly being drawn into the troubles of others. Yet in spite of this, he never thought twice when he saw someone in need. He always tried to help. It was no different then. The world needed heroes. It needed him. And yet, he was a good man. He deserved to be happy. I wish I could have told him that, at least.
Oh, you just did. You say, I'm sure Ardbert knows how you feel. And keep her medallion safe, or say nothing. I'm gonna say that.
You remind me of him. Your kindness. When we Amaro were created, we were granted the ability to perceive souls. Thus did we recognize our masters. That ability has long since faded from our kind. But due perhaps to my reversion, I can see your soul. Faintly, but surely. It is reminiscent of Ardbert's. Strikingly so. Of course, you are you and no one else. We are defined not by the soul we are born with, but the path we walk.
That's an interesting bit of lore.
Nevertheless, I cannot help but feel that this is more than mere coincidence. Which is why I will place my faith in you. The relic. It is yours.
This is Uul Sigun.
Has something happened at Lida Loran?
Together with
the twins, we were playing tricks on some nasty mortals to stop them from setting foot in Ilmeg. At first, they ran off screaming, which was lots of fun.
Okay.
But then a scary, bony, wrinkly old mortal came along and spoiled everything. None of our tricks seemed to work on him, which is no fun at all. And now they're getting closer and closer.
Ranjit. If he manages to find his way in, all our efforts will have been for naught.
As thou sayest. Should we be discovered ere our mission here is complete, and the Light Warden yet liveth, our task will be rendered nigh impossible.
So Ariel just says, as you say, if we're discovered before our mission here is complete, and the Light Warden continues to live, our task here will be impossible to complete.
If we are to prevail, we must needs divide our forces. Thus do I propose the following.
Okay, if we're to, win, basically, we have to divide our forces. So, here's what I suggest.
Whilst thou salliest forth to meet with the Light Warden, we shall join in the effort to obstruct the trespassers.
So, while you sail forth to fight the Light Warden, we're gonna join the effort to obstruct the trespassers.
Should we succeed in staying their advance, all the better. Yet even should we fail, if we can but delay our enemy's arrival long enough for thee to secure victory, our plan may still be deemed a success.
If we succeed in stopping them or slowing them down, well, even better. But if we fail at that, if we can just delay them long enough for you to win, beat the Light Warden, our plan will still be a success.
So the moment the lights go out, we all beat a hasty retreat, yes?
Let me come with you. I have the blessing too.
No, Midfelia. You'll only get underfoot. Now come.
Thancred. He sounds like such a jerk there. But I think underneath all of that is this fear that he's going to lose her. And that I think that makes him kind of rough around the edges with her and an abrupt. That and, he has seen the Warrior of Light fight and, he doesn't want to risk Minfilia at all, so.
I wish there were more I could do. Please be careful.
We've got our head nods. The allergies around here are crazy right now. Ragweed is at, like, super high level. And of course I'm allergic to that. I got a hair in my mouth. Sorry, guys. Alright. Akhla Orm Inn? I don't know. Seto... Somebody can correct me if they know how to say it. Seto would wish you well on your way. Forgive me. It seems my indecision has cost you precious time. But I am convinced now, convinced that you will triumph. To the south you will find the bridge to Ligia. As the bearer of the four relics, the gate to the castle will open to you. Alright, so let's make our way down that way. I don't know if I want to jump all the way down there. Although, to be fair, I probably would not die. I mean, when you fall here, you get down to 1 hit point, which is okay so long as you aren't jumping into an area where there's a bunch of, you know, enemies, in which case you will die immediately if you aggro them. My FC mates came online and said hello. The nice thing about an FC, particularly an active one, the nice thing about having an active SV is there's always somebody to say hi to, which is nice, which is really nice. And this time of the game cycle, it's more challenging because a lot of people have done the story, they've done everything they want to do. There's not a whole lot to kind of hold them in game. Ooh. We got both an ether current and a puka. Now this, I know this one FC mate really likes this particular trial a lot that we're going to be coming up on. Oh, I only had to kill 1 puka? Yeah, only had to kill 1, okay. This castle's so pretty. The gate has recognized that you bear all 4 relics. The seal is broken. Is Feoul. All that remains is to enter the castle and confront Titania, a being bereft of reason and mercy. It is sure to be a ferocious battle, but if anyone can bring an end to our king's torment, it is you. Yet know this, my adorable sapling. I love it when Feoul calls him that. Though we Fae folk may appear to live unfettered lives, there are still laws that bind us. To take back as much as is taken, to create as much as is destroyed, to give as much as is received. In all things, balance must be preserved, and the same will be asked of you. But worry not, come what may, your beautiful branch will ever be at your side. Thanks, Feoul. The Dancing Plague, now accessible. Hello, hello. Yes, yes, we are doing wet, wet, wet. It held your comment for a moment because I've got a bot on to weed out naughty words. because we try and keep this, you know, PG stream. And so apparently it didn't like wet. All right. Two of my FC mates wanted to come with, so. Sorry for the bouncing mic, guys. I know it makes funky noise. Now it's kind of mid-afternoon where I'm at, so the queue might not be the fastest. Anyway, I'm gonna... Oh, we got a pop. Good. There we go. We'll have a cutscene. Who goes there? Are you the one who broke the seal? Ah, so much time lost, so much frolicking and feasting left undone. That is a really cool outfit. We must make up for it. We must, beginning by playing with you. We're gonna get out of that. Probably could have tossed my sword out at her. So you get DPS while you're standing there doing nothing. Wet, wet, wet! I probably need to be in here. Saw people standing in it. Oh, we definitely want to be here. I'm gonna go in between these guys. Squish, squash, crimson flower. Yep, we went out of that too. I was waiting for that. Bigger is better. We want to always get the tree first. I did that wrong.
Dance like the leaves on the ground.
Now we got 3 bars of LB, so I'm gonna hit that as soon as she comes down.
This is so much fun. Let's play some more.
What do I love to do? Melee LB3. I think we had another bar of LB there. We can play no more. Oh, so sad, Light Warden. Oh, there goes the night. Big house better. I know. The voice actor for Y'shtola was the same voice for Titania there. She had fun doing that one. You just hear it. I get a kick out. I don't know how many times I've been in there, but I get a kick out of it every time.
You have freed our fallen king. Not that I expected any less, my Snayak.
My adorable snapling.
The dress, the crown, the scepter, the shoes. The time has come for these relics to serve their true purpose. For they are not only keys to the castle, they are also blessings to be bestowed upon the new king. The way into the castle is opened when it is time to relieve the reigning monarch of the throne. And the brave soul who does the deed has the honor of taking their place.
Gaff's going, wait.
Should you ascend the throne, you will become one of us. Never again to live as men do.
Sweet. I don't want to stay in the first forever. I got a job to do, man.
My adorable sapling, my precious mortal. We Fae folk live forever, but such is not your virtue. To strive for a dream you will never see. To sow seeds that others might one day taste the fruits of your garden. That is the beauty of your kind. Burn bright and shine as only you can. These blessings, your lovely branch will accept in your stead.
Of course Fea'ul accepts them in your stead. He gets to be king. I don't know what gender they are. Fea'ul gets to be king.
Kinla, Ilichla, Ilmek, Okbra.
Rejoice and revel, for the kingdom of rainbows is forever young.
Now, shall we attend to those unwise enough to trespass in our realm?
I love it.
Confound it! How did they get here so fast?
Damn these pixies and their tricks!
How in the seven hells?
Listen well. We come in pursuit of villains who have fled to this land. You know who and where they are. Now show yourselves and answer me before I lose my patience.
Oh, stop! It hurts! It hurts!
Enough! Lift the enchantment!
Minfilia, willful child. How many times must I come to collect you?
I won't return to your moor. And I won't let you hurt my friends.
What is this stance? Where did you learn it?
Wouldn't you like to know?
No oracle I trained would make such an unseemly show of herself. Know your shame, gal. You're powerless. You have no life nor purpose, save that which our master sees fit to permit.
I don't think so. Ooh.
Who are you to dictate her purpose? To lock her away and deny her a life? If she was powerless, it's because of you, you sanctimonious swine. But no longer.
Fool! Defiance only begets more suffering. It is through acceptance alone that one may find solace in this god's-forsaken world.
Look! The sky!
Night has returned.
He's done it. The warrior of darkness has triumphed.
Yay.
General? What are our orders? What do we do?
We do what we came to do. Subdue this rabble and find the warrior of darkness.
Forward, men! Take the villains captive! Are you deaf? I said...
The king has returned. Make ready the feast.
What's happening? Water? That wasn't there before.
Tonight is delightful. Sing we are.
What's the matter with you? Get a hold of yourselves, damn it! General, they come in greater numbers. We must retreat.
All who stand with a warrior of darkness shall face justice. My master demands it.
Your master is a toad. Oh, sorry, that's insulting toads. My daughter will be unhappy. Your master is a giant worm. My daughter loves toads. Thanks for the ride, Phil.
I see. Well, it's a good thing Fea'ul volunteered to become king in your stead, for all our sakes.
We are grateful for your timely aid, Fea'ul, or should I say, your majesty.
It was the first night in recent memory. We all of us but wished to make the most of it.
And of course, Alfie, right away, the diplomat in him requires him to use the correct title.
That's something you must remember about us Fae folk. Though our existence may be eternal, we exist only for the present. We live in the here and now, paying no mind to futures that may or may not be. To wit, we are not driven as men are. We cannot fight for such causes as men do.
Does that mean you won't aid us against the Sin Eaters?
Not unless the mood takes us. But if it was to repay a debt, well then, that's another matter. To take back as much as is taken. To create as much as is destroyed. To give as much as is received. Such is the way of Ilmeg. By this law, we shall lend you our strength. In return for the beautiful sky you have restored to us. In times of need, do not hesitate to call.
I'll be sad to lose you, or what about our pact? I think he would say the first one. Oh, he looks sad there.
Silly sapling. I shall remain at your side. Even should my body be in the castle, 'tis a simple thing to have a little part of me accompany you. Treat them as you would your Isnefis.
You beautiful branch. Nice, nice. All right. And Philia says, I'm going to train harder. Having seen what you've achieved, it's the least I can do. Ingrid says, well done, my friend. You put me to shame, laying low a light warden while I struggle to land a blow on a man old enough to be my great-grandsire. Well, I think Ranjit probably has some extra mojo in him. Elise says, it seems I was wrong about your friend. Had Fea'ul not stepped in, you'd be frolicking with the fairies by now. Alfino says, it was pure luck that we managed to hold the Yulmorans at bay long enough for you to succeed. But we have earned some good fortune, and while it is plain we've not seen the last of General Ranjit, I, for one, am glad to delay our reckoning with him a while longer. Yes. Urianger says, ne'er for a moment did I doubt that thou wouldst triumph over thy foe, yet the majesty of thine achievement delighteth me none the less. Urianger is saying in 5 pages what can be said in 1 paragraph. Never for a moment. I didn't doubt you for a moment. You know, I knew you'd try beat your foe. But you know, the awesomeness of your achievement makes me happy just the same. Night hath returned to Ilmeg, and we stand one step closer to delivering the first from its doom and averting the 8th umbral calamity. Okay, night returned to Ilmeg, and we're one step closer to saving the first from its doom and averting the, stopping the 8th Umbral calamity. 'Tis but a pity thou wert not present to see the faithful put the Yulmorans to flight. 'Twas a sight to raise the spirits, I do assure thee. What a pity that you weren't around to see the fairies, smack down the Yulmorans. It was awesome, I assure you. Ah, but what valuable allies they might prove, were the mood only to take them. Man, they would be great allies. The fairies would be great allies if they felt like it. Do you have anything else for us? Though the battle is over, the war is far from won. Let us fix our gaze upon the road ahead. Okay. Thancred wishes to have a word with the hero of the hour. I knew you could do it, and not only because of your blessing. You have a strength all your own, and it has seen us through many a trial. With the warden defeated, I believe our work here is done. It's time we were going together, needless to say. To the bitter end, the fate of our 2 worlds being at stake and all that. Now then, I suggest we hurry back to the Crystarium. Much and more may have happened while we were frolicking with the Faefolk. That Ranjit elected to pursue us makes me hopeful the city was spared Yulmor's attentions, but I would sooner see for myself. Besides, I believe I speak for all of us when I say that I've had a bellyful of Ilmeg. Let us away before the fairies think to play with us again. Alfino's going, please no. Please no. I think I have one more ether current that I gotta find. No? Okay. I don't know if I missed something, a blue quest of some sort. The path to popularity. Oh, I had to finish something there. Okay. Let's go finish that up. That might be what's keeping us from flying. So I think that was a blue quest I needed to finish up. So we'll go finish it up. I don't see any others. Bookman's shelves. Oh wait, maybe it's up the road from here? Exuberant Pixie and... Examine books at the Bookman's shelves. First week, Thunder's Day. The princess being partial to the lakefront view, it was decided that all the noble lords and ladies would set out for a picnic. Having partaken of sweets, Her Highness ventured to the water where she inspected her lip paint in the reflection. This caused the watching shepherds to remark that the princess had used the lake as her hand mirror. Ooh, says Ultan. There's a hand mirror lake to the southwest of here. That must be how it got its name. But who would go all that way to the lake just to eat? Yet another silly thing you mortals do. Wait, that's silly? Like the pixies aren't doing silly things themselves? Time Worn Chronicle. Good Janana's Grace was named for Her Royal Highness, Princess Janana, daughter to the king 3 generations prior. In the dark of night, that mountain pass catches the light which shines forth from the castle, giving it the impression of the princess's beautiful eyes of jade. Ulthan says, "Eyes of jade? That sounds lovely. If the princess were here, I would ask her for them." It's like, thanks. You're gonna pluck my eyeballs out of my head. I don't think so. Leatherbound tome. On the occasion of the 300th year of the founding of Verbert, a grand celebration was held in Gruenus Licht. No expense was spared. Over the course of the festivities, guests were lavishly feasted and regaled with wondrous performances. Yet amidst all the pomp and pageantry, naught was more stirring than the recitation of the Oath of the Covenant, in honor of the alliance between Dran and Galgent, upon which the kingdom was built. Representatives of each race took to the podium. 'Twas a sight to draw tears from all who looked on. Ulthan says, Verbert. Ah, what strange names you mortals have. Ilmeg sounds much prettier. It means the kingdom of rainbows. Well, I certainly learned lots of new things today. Things the others don't know. I'm going to go and share it with everyone. They'll think I'm so clever. I'll surely become the darling of Leather Laran. Hehehe. Okay, now we gotta speak with Ulthan. Alright, go to Leather Laran. Ulthan says, Mortar, I told them about the people from the past, and they weren't the least bit impressed. Amiable Pixie says, well, why should we pay any mind to those who are long dead? Much more fun thinking up new riddles while sipping nectar. Speaking of which, we found this really sweet-smelling flower recently. We were about to go and collect its nectar. If you want to join us? No, I don't want to join you. I want you to admire me. A little narcissist there. Amiable Pixie says, stranger and stranger. All right, suit yourself. That didn't work at all. They didn't think any better of me, but I won't give up. Not yet. I'm going to be popular. Mark my words. All right. Yes, we unlocked it. Attunement complete. Back to the Crystarium. I'm assuming we have to meet him in the ocular. Excuse me. Speak with Alize in the Crystarium. Oh, she's just out in the plaza. Elfino says, I see nothing out of the ordinary. Infilia says, all seems well, thank goodness. Rianger, city appeareth unchanged from when last I visited. There is the self-same comforting hum of activity in the air. Instead of saying, no change. City appears to be unchanged from when I last, was last here, there's the same, same buzz of activity in the air as usual. I think it's as though we've spent most of our time on the road. Minfilia and I actually have apartments here. Perhaps now we may finally make use of them.
All seems well at the Crystarium.
Yes. Yulmore was plainly more concerned with finding us. How flattering.
Ellie say. I love her.
You certainly took your time. I had half resolved to complete the task myself.
Ooh. Gav is not happy.
And you are...
I was wondering when he'd turn up.
Were one to study the annals of Garlean history, one would find yonder visage on many a page.
So if you studied Garlean history, you'd see his face on many, many pages.
Though by rights its youth should long since have faded.
So by rights, he should be dead, is what he was saying.
Well, well, we have a historian in our midst. That spares me a lengthy explanation. I am Solus Sos Galvus, founding father of the Garlean Empire, and under various guises, the architect of myriad other imperially inclined nations. As for my true identity...
Oh yay, an Ascian.
I am Emmett Selk, Ascian.
Gaius spoke of you. A native of the Source.
Equal in rank to La Habrea. And you came all this way just to introduce yourself to us?
Behold the sky, restored to its former glory. Have you ever seen a more affecting spectacle? Oh, it is truly, deeply... infuriating. Do you have any idea how much you have delayed the rejoining?
Hopefully forever?
Following the flood, the First had been listing ever further towards the light, towards stasis. The end was in sight. Enter man and his indomitable spirit. He would haul the world back from the brink. And adding his lumpen weight to the power of growth, he duly tipped the scales, if only by a fraction. Yet a fraction was enough to spoil the perfect imbalance needed to bring about a rejoining. Had mankind continued to live in idleness under Vorthri's rule, all the conditions would have been met. But you had to come and ruin it all.
Emmett Selk's like a spoiled child here, man.
Thanks to your meddling, light supremacy is in doubt, and our painstakingly laid plans are in tatters!
Thanks to you meddling kids.
Well, I should begin by thanking you for confirming Urianger's theories on the inner workings of the Calamity. He will be most pleased. As for what happens next, might I suggest you admit defeat and walk away?
Happy to let me go, are you? because the murderous glint in your eye suggests otherwise. Indeed, it is enough to make me think better of confronting you alone.
Not a bad thought there, Emmett Selk, seeing as we took out La Habrea.
Look, it did cross my mind to simply side with Vorthri and kill you all. But that's no different from what La Habrea did. And we all know how well that ended for him. And so, while it is liable to be troublesome, I have settled upon a different approach. Cooperation.
Yeah. Cooperation.
I will not raise a hand to hinder your hunt for the Light Wardens. If you desire it, I will even lend you my knowledge and strength.
Since time immemorial, you and yours have labored to rejoin the 13 shards, at the cost of countless lives. Do you expect us to believe that your objective has suddenly changed?
Nay, our objective is the same as it ever was. Though I dare say, you do not know our motive. A war waged without knowledge of the enemy is no war. It is mere bloodletting. Just once, might we not seek to find common ground? For good or ill, I am immortal. Provided I have the inclination, I can always begin anew, scheme and conspire to my heart's content. But this time I thought that I might instead try to see eye to eye, to understand what drives the hero of the Source, to determine if our goals are truly incompatible.
I would say if you're considering the genocide of 13 planets, yeah, our goals are probably incompatible.
So come, shed your preconceptions. See beyond the unscrupulous villains you take us for. When all is said and done, we may find ourselves pleasantly surprised. The proud discoverers of a path of cooperation rather than opposition. Think of it.
Thou hast delivered thy proposal, and we would not dismiss it outright.
Okay. Okay. You delivered your offer, and we're not going to dismiss it outright.
If I may offer thee counsel, however, to make thy case via an illusion reflecteth poorly upon thy sincerity.
But if I can give you some advice, okay. Making your case as an illusion, you know, is doesn't say much for your sincerity.
My apologies. You will forgive me if I'm not entirely at ease in the presence of a famed Ascian slayer. I felt it only prudent to take precautions. Nonetheless, your counsel is duly noted. I take my leave, friends. Rest assured, we shall meet again soon.
Like this hand wave. Gav's going, oh great. We're gonna see him again soon. And Filian says, so that was an Ascian. Thancred told me about them. Oh, right, yes, Thancred better stay out of Menphilia's apartment. Yes, he should. I think he would. He's a horny little bugger, but he's honorable, at least. Finding common ground with an Ascian, my entire being rebels at the very notion. Yeah, mine too. Ingrid said he appears to be gone, but I won't be lowering my guard just yet. That's probably wise. Riange says that an Ascian of Emmett Selk's standing should willingly reveal himself unto us, and at this of all junctures is most interesting. So he's saying, you know, why would an Ascian of his reputation, you know, reveal himself to us? And at this time, it's very interesting. Cooperation? He can't be serious, can he? Well, we've certainly been given much to ponder, but first things first, we should report to the Exarch. You can run along, Gav. We're perfectly capable of handling this little task. In light of your recent exertions, I say you've earned a rest. This is the game the most interested in our hero resting. I think it's hilarious. Go on, take yourself off to bed. We'll see you later, refreshed and ready for more. Wait, what if I just wanted to talk to the Exarch? His voice actor had me at hello. Okay. Oop, I should have gone farther south. A manager of suites. Ah, welcome back, sir. We've been expecting you. You will find refreshments laid out in your quarters. We hope they are to your liking. Will you be retiring now? Yes. Very good, sir. I bid you a pleasant evening. But it's daylight out there. Sandwich basket. A picnic's worth of scrumptious sandwiches, aesthetically arranged. It doesn't give you much in the way of stats, so... He's going, yeah, I'm tired. Looks yummy. Handwritten missive says, I hope the past few days have not been overly taxing. Pray, take your rest and recover.
From the Exarch, is it? With that mirror of his, he can watch your every move, you know. You probably think you're talking to yourself.
He might, yeah.
Still, he's keeping you well fed. Judging by his people's faith in him, he seems to be a decent sort. But so much about him remains shrouded in mystery. Like, what was he doing back in my day? There was no such person when I was around. A lot's happened since the flood, though. Since I was set adrift. I know little more than you do of this city's history in the Exarch's past. Not that it matters. It's Emmett Selk we should be concerned about.
I agree.
When our world was about to be consumed by light, the Ascian in white appeared before us. He said that the only way for us to live on was to bring about the rejoining. Desperate as we were, we heeded his words, not realizing that the flood was of the Ascian's own making. They cannot be trusted. None of them. But Emmett Selk had one thing right. One should not fight blindly. That's what we did. And it cost us everything we held dear.
You can say not everything, or tell me about Seto, or you're putting me off my dinner. You're putting me off my dinner.
Oh, poor you. But I take your point. Let's see then. What's a good topic for mealtime? Oh, food, I suppose. I could tell you about verbatite cuisine, if you like. Oh, and there's this time we were forced to collect rare ingredients for some god's forsaken feast. If it sounds ridiculous, it's because it was.
It's like just like every gathering quest we have to do. What, you had to do that too?
What? You too? Parallel worlds, eh? So, what sort of things did you have to fetch then?
It'll take me a year to tell you. Wait, we ate all those sandwiches? Yeah. You take Thancred, yeah. Emmett's cool. His voice actor is great. Manager of Sweets. The manager of Sweets is in a cheerful mood. Good day to you, sir. I do hope you are well rested. The Exarch and your companions are presently gathered in the Ocular. He asks that you convene with them at your earliest convenience. Alright. Let's go check out what they have to say. Manic Pixie Dream World. My job well done. I can just imagine doing quests for the pixies. Do you have business with the Crystal Exarch? Just say the word and I would be happy to escort you to the Ocular. Yes, yes we do.
Ah, there you are. You're just in time to welcome our guest.
Uh-oh.
Please. Did I not explicitly tell you that we would be meeting again soon?
Gav's going, just ruined my perfectly good night, showing up again.
Lest you forget, I made you a promise. I have no intention of meddling with your mission. I come only to observe.
Yeah, and we're all going, uh-huh, yeah, sure.
Your Exarch friend in particular has piqued my curiosity. Summoning you all like that. Most impressive.
That is true.
You honestly expect us to believe you've come only to observe? Or that you might deign to lift a finger to aid our cause if called upon?
Yeah, right.
Even if there were a sliver of truth in your words, I would never accept your help. Not in my darkest hour. Not after all the suffering your kind has wrought.
Yeah, and he would, out of all of them, would know the best.
So petty. I meant what I said, and I said what I meant. Wage your war against the Sin Eaters. Put each and every Light Warden to the sword. Prove yourselves heroes, brave and true, and I will be glad to embrace you as allies.
Okay, allies in what?
Allies worthy of bearing the burden of truth.
Sure.
Surely such a partnership would be preferable to yet another round of fisticuffs.
No, I think we'll take fisticuffs, thank you.
And thus did the olive branch wither and die. Pity. Well, let no man say I did not try, futile as it was. Though I suspect you will seek me out when you grow tired of making the same mistakes. Difficult decisions lie ahead of you. Decisions best made with the benefit of knowledge to which only the Eternal are privy. For now, I shall resume my shadowy vigil. Whatever you choose to do, make sure it's worth watching, would you?
Entertain me. Please. Give me a good show.
What was that all about?
A vain attempt to make us doubt our chosen course, most like. As if we'd believe a word that passed his lips. Unless you think there is some truth in what he says.
A colonel, perhaps, or not one jot. I don't know, but if he crosses us, I'll make him wish he hadn't.
I share your suspicion, of course. But if he simply meant to lead us astray, he could have done so without revealing himself. At least, not in the manner he did. It goes without saying that an alliance with the Ascians is out of the question. But since we have no way of knowing where they might be hiding, it seems only logical to press on with our mission, even if our enemy seems content for it to succeed.
Then let us discuss the Sin Eaters. I would begin by thanking you all for your efforts thus far. In striking down the Light Wardens of Lakeland and Ilmeg, you have accomplished more in your short time here than all of our forces managed in the last century.
That may be, but the Wardens of Calusia, Amareng, and Raktika remain.
Indeed, and their precise whereabouts are as yet unknown. Which is why I propose we divide our forces and conduct a systematic survey of each region. Once we have found our quarry, we may then determine how best to proceed.
I'll take Amareng in that case. I know the lie of the land well enough.
If there are no objections, I will make for Calusia. I have connections there both in and around Yulmore that may prove useful.
Then I would ask that you journey to Raktika. There you will find Y'shtola. With her assistance, I doubt the Warden will evade your grasp for long.
Is Y'shtola the conjurer you and Urianger used to talk about?
That's right. Though we haven't spoken much since she left for the forest.
I fear I may be to blame for that. I had every intention of relaying the news of your arrival, but she is disinclined to speak with me.
I wonder how he managed to tick her off enough to make her stop speaking with him.
You have visited her, have you not? Might I trouble you to...
'Twould be no trouble.
My thanks. While you are all out in the field, I shall be here attending to business. I had somewhat fancifully contemplated joining the search myself, but other matters demand my attention.
What's that?
A missive from Lord Vorthry. He invites me to join him in Yulmore to discuss the recent conflict at Lida Luran.
And? Did he even bother to offer any bait? It's obviously a trap.
I should be surprised if it were not. Nevertheless, I must seize this opportunity to speak with him, even if only a few words are exchanged. Though my power will be much diminished so far from the tower, it is a risk I am willing to take. Master Alphinaud, might I impose upon you to accompany me to Yulmore prior to beginning your reconnaissance?
Of course.
Then let us make ready. Safe travels to you all.
Alright, let's see what they all have to say. Infilia says, "At last I can finally meet Y'shtola. Thancred has told me so much about her." Infilia and I are no strangers to Rak'tika, but this is perhaps the first time we've bothered entering through the proverbial front door. Alphinaud says, "I confess, a great deal of my time in Kalusia was spent befriending the people, but that is not to say I gave no thought to our primary goal. Once I have escorted the Exarch to Yulmore, you can be certain that I will do all I can to discern the whereabouts of any warden that may be hiding in Kalusia." Alize says, "There are so many ruins scattered throughout Amarang. I'm honestly not even sure where to start." Urianger says, "I should be glad to apprise thee of Y'shtola's recent endeavors during our journey to Rak'tika." Alright, so he's saying, "Hey, I'll be happy to tell you what Y'shtola's been up to, you know, while we travel to Rak'tika." "Before you leave, I would make a request of you. There is a church, or rather the ruins of a church, at Fort Job. Might I ask that you go there before seeking out Y'shtola? It was a place where people once gathered to worship the light. Alas, it has since fallen into disuse. Yet within that hall there remains a tablet whose writing I believe may prove of use to Y'shtola. At the very least, such a relic would make a suitable gift for your reunion." Urianger says, "A most considerate proposal. Very well. Ere we depart to Rak'tika, we shall journey into Fort Job that we might secure this relic." Okay. You know, that's a considerable thing, or very considerate thing for you to do. Good. So before we head off to Rak'tika, we'll go over to Fort Job and pick up this relic. You have anything more for us? What does the Exarch have to say? "Safe travels, Gav. I pray that tablet and its contents prove of interest to Y'shtola." Alright, speak with Urianger in Fort Job. I may as well just fly over there. Or port over there. Infilia says, "Thancred and I have come across these ruined churches before. I wish I could have seen them before the flood. The windows were works of art, I'm told." Thancred says, "I do not doubt this place may weather another assault by the Sin Eaters, but they cannot hope to hold it should the Yulmoran soldiers return. Even with their limited numbers, the guard can use the terrain to their advantage. Perhaps I can convince the captain to lay a few traps out in the field." That would be probably a good idea, actually. Urianger says, "Here amidst these ruins we will find the Church of the First Light, and within that hallowed hall, the tablet we seek." Okay, let's go to the Church of the First Light. And Somewhere in the ruins, we're going to find this tablet. Time is of the essence, my friend. Let us be quick. Let's go. I got some blue spirit headgear. Thought I got some other gift also. Well, we'll figure it out later. Anything else? Urianger appears lost in thought. This is not new for Urianger. At the height of Lakeland's prosperity, these sites served not as man's final bastion, but as testament to his ingenuity and architectural prowess. Okay. At the height of Lakeland's prosperity, you know, when it was at the height of its, you know, at its zenith, these sites were not only the final fort, but it was also a testament to his brilliance and, you know, engineering feats. The Church of the First Light was responsible for many such marvels, building majestic chapels in every corner of the realm. And the Church of the First Light was responsible for a lot of these, since they built churches all over the planet. Alas, the flood with its inexorable tides would drown nigh every one, and did all but put an end to the religion as a whole. For the creatures which then did rise from that fulgent deluge were seen as agents of divine punishment, sent to devour sin and sinner both, whence came the name of, well, okay. Unfortunately, the flood and its unstoppable tides drowned nearly every church, and just about put an end to the religion as a whole. For the, you know, the creatures that came out of that deluge of light were seen as agents of divine punishment to devour sin and sinner both, whence came the name of Sin Eater. The people were lost, seemingly forsaken by their god. Yet where there is light, there hath ever been shade, and 'twas in the dark they sought solace. The most devout of these worshippers of shadow did then migrate to the Raktika Greatwood, but that is a tale for another time. Okay, so the most devout worshippers became worshippers of, you know, the shadow, and they migrated to Raktika instead. But that's a story for another time. For now, let us find what remaineth of the chapel here. Okay, let's find the chapel ruins here. I think we can go out this way. Ingrid says, despite their architectural prowess, I can make neither head nor tail of anything in this place. You would think the remnants of a church would be more conspicuous. I wonder where Minfilia is. Oh, there she is. I've seen no sign of the church, but it must be around here somewhere. Ah, I see stairs, and there's the arrow down. It would be most unusual, but mayhap the hall was built underground. It would be, really strange, but maybe it was built below ground. Alright, let's go to the destination here. Urianger says, aye, this is indeed the church we seek. Okay, this is the church we're looking for. Minfilia says, it's surprisingly intact. What little is left of the churches I've seen until now has always borne the scars of decades of disuse. Urianger says, its subterranean construction hath done much to protect the hall from the ravages of time, yet the reason for its remarkable preservation may be deduced from its decoration. Okay, you know, the below-ground construction did a lot to protect the hall from, you know, the ravages of time, but the reason for its, you know, unusual preservation might be figured out from its decoration. As faith in the light did wane, so rose reverence for the dark. And its followers did want for places of worship. To be plain, the standards which do adorn these walls belong not to those who built them, but to worshippers of the dark, the Knights Blessed. Okay, so, you know, the people who worship the darkness needed some place to worship, and these banners on the walls belong not to the people who built the church, but to the worshippers of the dark, called the Knights Blessed. And Thancred says, who subsequently migrated to Raktika, yes? Urianger says, indeed. 'Twas beneath the shaded boughs of the Raktika Greatwood that they finally found sanctuary. Oft and many times did Yulmore make spurious overtures of friendship unto them, but they are no fools. Okay. So, Urianger said, yeah, it's beneath the shadows of the tree branches of the Raktika Greatwood that they, you know, finally found sanctuary. Many times, Yulmore made false overtures of friendship to them, but they're no fools. The Exarch knoweth full well that Y'shtola in her seclusion doth labor to learn all she may of the Blessed in their past. 'Tis why he sent us there, I now see. Right. The Exarch knows that Y'shtola, who's, you know, cut herself off from everybody, is working to learn everything she can of the Blessed and their past, and that's why he sent us there, I see now. The tablet of which he spoke, no doubt, provideth a glimpse into the history that she so yearneth to comprehend. So, okay. The tablet that the Exarch spoke about undoubtedly gives a glimpse into the history that she's looking for. Thancred says, well then, we better hurry up and find it. Oh, let's see what they all have to say again. Minfilia says, I can barely see my hand in front of my face. If only that torch were a little closer. Urianger says, were the tablet a fragment of Holy Scripture, 'twould most assuredly rest here on this altar. Yet this would, I presume, also have been where the Blessed placed the font of seeing used in the practice of their faith. Whither then would they have set the tablet? Okay, so if the tablet is a fragment of their Holy Scriptures, it most surely would be here somewhere on the altar, but this is also the place where they would have put their, you know, font of seeing that they use in their ceremonies. So if that's the case, where would they put the tablet? Can anyone tell me what this infernal tablet even looks like? Thancred. It's like, let's just find it and get out of our way. I got things to do and people to see. Search your surrounding for the tablet. You may move the camera as well as zoom in and out. Target an area and inspect it with the mouse button. Time-worn tablet. You have located the time-worn tablet. It's a miracle that I found it that fast. I'm waving you down from way over here. Instead of just taking it out myself. Within the altar, thou sayest. It's in the altar, you say? Let me wave you down from across the room instead of just going and getting it myself. And Philia says, how were you able to see it in the dark? I'm a cat. We see in the dark. It's what you need me for. And inside the altar of all places. I certainly hope this is what we are looking for. Naught escapeth thine eye, 'twould seem. This is indeed the tablet we seek. Okay, nothing escapes your vision, it seems. This is the tablet we're looking for. Curious, these engravings predate the Knights Blessed. If I am not mistaken, they are writ in the script of the ancient empire of Ronka, whose capital once stood in the midst of what is now Raktika. Okay, how odd. These engravings were done before the Knights Blessed ever existed, and if I'm not mistaken, they're written in the script of the ancient empire of Ronka, the capital of which stood in the midst of what is now the Raktika Greatwood. 'Twill be no small matter to decipher them. A fine gift for our seeker of truth. 'Tis plain the Exarch understandeth Y'shtola only too well. Right, it won't be easy to decipher them, which makes it a fine gift for our seeker of truth. It's, for sure the Exarch understands Y'shtola only too well. But come, let us quit this place and make ready for our journey into the woods. Okay, but come on, let's go. Let's get out of this place and, get ready to go on our journey into the woods. Thancred mentioned Y'shtola's passion for learning. I expect the tablet is just the sort of thing she'd like? Yep, it would. Should we not be going? We have a gift to deliver. Thancred's kind of like Alize. It's like, hey, we're done here. Let's go. I love it. Urianger is ready to leave, but not before first offering a piece of advice. He couldn't say it to us as we walk on our way to Raktika, right? He has to pontificate now. Ere we depart, there is a custom of the Knights Blessed, which I feel compelled to elucidate. Okay, before we head out, there's this custom that the Knights Blessed have that I have to tell you. As one might expect, they deem light to be abhorrent, and everything it touches befouled. Thus do they take the utmost pains to protect all they can from its taint, including their very names. Okay, as we'd expect from people named the Knights Blessed, they think light is awful, and ruins everything it touches. So they take great pains to protect everything they can from the taint of the light, including their very names. To speak plain, Urianger, you never speak plain, my dear. Never. To speak plain. Urianger says, to speak plain, it is the belief of the blessed that one's own name must ne'er be uttered in the light of the everlasting day. Yet this commandment precludeth not the use of another's. Thus do parents protect their children, and in rare cases, masters their disciples. So to be obvious about it, the blessed believe that, your own name must never be said in the light of the everlasting day, but it doesn't preclude you from using someone else's name. So parents protect their children in that way, and in unusual cases, masters their disciples. So it is that Y'shtola hath taken the name of Master Miqo'te. Lest we offend them, I bid you speak not her true name in the Blessed's presence. So, Y'shtola took Master Miqo'te's name, so don't use her real name in the Blessed's presence. With that in mind, let us speak with the guard who keepeth vigil at the Freightwood's border. Okay, with that in mind, let's go talk to the guard who is on duty at the border. I think we will have to go around here. Ingrid says, it'll be good to see Y'shtola again. And Philia says, I know I have no reason to, but I can't help feeling nervous about meeting Y'shtola. I pray thee, heed mine explanation of the Blessed's customs. 'Twould be ill-advised to provoke their ire. Alright. I urge you to follow my instructions about the Blessed's customs, manners. It would be really bad to tick them off. And we'll talk to Meerkat. Well met, traveler. What business brings you here? Yes, of course. Right this way. Exarch says, let us through.
No matter how far he goes, man cannot resist looking back on the path he has walked. The untold stories and secrets of the past can be more alluring than the promise of tomorrow. And so he braves the forests of Rak'tika in search of mystery and wonder. Of Ronka, to which all seekers of hidden truths are inevitably drawn.
We have arrived. Vast though these woods may be, they are, by and large, uninhabitable.
Okay, we made it. And as big as these woods are, they still are, in general, not inhabitable.
Not so the swamps of Cydia, however, whose sparse foliage permitted man a foothold.
Okay, unlike the swamps of Cydia, where the sparse foliage lets man gain a foothold in the area. Oh yay, Emmett's back. Nobody's happy to see him.
No lands must remain beyond our grasp. Go forth, conquer, rule! Forgive me. A sudden pang of nostalgia for those halcyon days.
You're so over the top, Emmett.
Exploring virgin territories, subjugating primitive peoples, all for the glory of Garlemald.
If you've brought your ivory standard, I'll be happy to tell you where to stick it.
Oh, I love it.
Can we not simply take a moment to enjoy the view together? Or would you rather I spied on you from the shadows? Much more of this, and I may very well begin to regret my show of good faith.
If you really want to stay, then help us fight.
No, I think not. I am an observer, nothing more.
I think Emmett Selk was really surprised to be asked that. From Minfilia.
Even shielded by the shadows of these boughs, I feel the light's presence most keenly. To accompany you is taxing enough. To fight is out of the question.
I will suffer your company if I must, but not your commentary.
It's like, okay, you can stay, but shut up. I love Thancred. A lot of people make fun of this music, but I really like it. It's so interesting. Thancred has told me of the Ascians and what they have done. If he isn't willing to help, is it wise to let him stay with us? No, it's really not, but I don't think we can really stop him. Thancred says, if he never opened his mouth again, it would be too soon. Emmett Selk. What is it now? Do you expect me to regale you with friendly banter? Oh, very well. I will humor you this once. You may consider it my latest act of good faith. Come on then, what do you wish to know? Why choose this form here in the first? Very well. Or well, what a curious question. Mortal flesh is but the vessel into which we Ascians pour the elixir of our souls, molding it as fits the occasion. Or not, if we so choose. Be it for a year or a millennium, I prefer to retain the same form until my duty is done. So, after arriving here in the first, I fashioned some hapless body into the man you see before you. Though, as your friend over there can attest, there are those of us who forego such alterations. He was ever the rash one, Lahabre, jumping from vessel to vessel, never heeding the toll it took on him. That's interesting. What is it now? Do you expect me to regale you with friendly banter? Yeah. Actually, never mind. If you've nothing to ask me, why are you still here? Don't you have wardens to vanquish, a realm to save? "'Tis plain our Ascian counterpart meaneth to follow wheresoever we lead. Were it otherwise, he would not suffer the overabundance of light in these woods." Okay. It's plain the Emmett Selk means to follow us around wherever we go. If it wasn't otherwise, he wouldn't bother to hang out in where this abundance of light is in these woods. Verily, it pervadeth every corner, and so long as the Light Warden remaineth, the Sin-Eaters shall be free to prey upon these lands without surcease. If naught is done, 'tis but a matter of time before the Blessed succumb. So, truly, the light pervades every single corner of this realm, or this area. And so long as the Light Warden remains, the Sin-Eaters will be free to prey on these lands without, ceaselessly. And if nothing is done, it's just a matter of time before the Blessed, succumb. 2 years past, a swarm of Sin-Eaters did lay waste unto their largest settlement, killing a great many of their priests in so doing. Just 2 years ago, a swarm of the Sin-Eaters just decimated their largest settlement, killing a bunch of their priests. Though some few did survive, they knew not how to go on, wayward souls in want of guiding hand. For a mercy, Y'shtola hath provided that which they sorely needed. A good number of them did survive, but they didn't know how to go on. So, lost souls in need of a guiding hand, and you know, happily, Y'shtola has provided the help they sorely needed. They have since endeavored to restore their home, and thither shall we bend our steps to Fort Gon. Yeah, they've worked hard to restore their home, and it's there we will turn our steps to Fort Gon. I also have this melee quest, which I think is fairly close to here. It's actually on our way to Slitherbow here. I really want to go unlock Slitherbow first, though. I don't think I want to tackle that one. If I remember right, there is... There is a ether current in here. "100 yalms to the north." There it is. I can't believe how well the singer does on this piece of music, because it doesn't have a regular rhythm. The jumps between notes aren't your typical jumps, the intervals that you would make, and it's all over the place musically, and she does it amazingly well. It's just, she turns what could have been a disaster of a piece of music into something gorgeous. Urianger said they were rebuilding, but there's no one here. What does Emmett Selk have to say to us? Well, where is this friend of yours you've come to meet? Urianger says, Thancred says, we both know how Urianger enjoys painting pictures with his words, but he did not exaggerate about this place.
I see little sign of recent activity, nor hath any meaningful progress been made with the reconstruction. Mayhap Y'shtola sought shelter elsewhere. Come, let us quit this place.
Now! Surround them!
I thought they knew Urianger.
These Sin-Eaters, they're not like the others.
It's because we're not Sin Eaters.
There's a reason for that. Lower your weapons, please. We mean you no harm.
How is it they can speak?
It's a Sin-Eater trick. They mean to kill us all.
Please, we're not Sin Eaters. Kupo? I'm gonna see what Kupo says.
That will seem a lot less amusing when we are forced to kill them.
Oh, for the love of... I had hoped that by accompanying you, we might come to understand one another. But all I have come to understand is that you have a knack for inflaming the natives. You've committed the cardinal sin of boring me. And so I retire to the shade. Good luck.
Oh, you bastard.
There! Did you see that one disappear?
I think I preferred La Habrea.
Oh, that's saying a lot.
Enough. Runard, report.
Master Matoya!
There's a new outfit on.
We apprehended them as you ordered, but are you certain these are Sin-Eaters?
The intense light of the ether I saw was unmistakable. If not Sin-Eaters, then what?
It is passing queer that Y'shtola should mistake us for the enemy, is it not? Mayhap it hath been too long since last she beheld the radiance of thine ether. Master Matoya, hath time truly made strangers of us?
So, he just said... it's very strange that Y'shtola would mistake us for an enemy, isn't it? Or perhaps it's been too long since she last saw the radiance of your ether. Master Matoya, has time really made us strangers?
Nay, I recognize you, Urianger, Thancred. And this is Minfilia of the First, of whom you spoke before.
Just so. And knowing as thou must that we come in peace, might I prevail upon thee to have thy comrades lower their arms?
First explain this other presence in your company. The one I know not.
So Urianger just said, yes, absolutely. And knowing, as you do, that we've come in peace, could we ask you to have your comrades lower their arms?
There is but one manner of creature in this world whose ether is suffused with such an abundance of light.
Mine apologies, Master Matoya, but thou art mistaken. Before thee standeth our dearest comrade, the truest hero among us.
I'm sorry, Master Matoya, but you're mistaken. Before you stands our dearest friend, the greatest hero among us.
Though he is but recently arrived here in the First, not one but two Light Wardens have already perished by his most puissant hand.
And though he only just arrived in the First, not one but two Light Wardens have already been killed by his power, basically.
It cannot be.
You could say, "It's been too long, clearly." Or, "Nice to see you too, Master Miqo'te." Or, "You truly thought me a Sin Eater?" It's like, really? I'm hurt.
Master Miqo'te?
Lower your weapons. Forgive us this hostile welcome. Come. I would give you a proper introduction to Rak'tika and its people.
Alright, Vinfilia says, "I didn't expect her to be so imposing in person." That ended a lot better than it might have. No thanks to Emmett Selk. That she should imagine him a stranger. So everyone is just going, I can't believe she thought he was a stranger. "You've been busy since arriving in the first, I gather, but I would hear the tale of your travails in more suitable surroundings. With Fort Gone yet to be rebuilt, the Knights Blessed have made their home in a settlement to the northeast. I will await you at its entrance. Follow the path through yonder gate and you will find me soon enough." Had to see if hubby had contacted me. MamacatGamer is almost done with work. I am gonna bypass her, pick up the Aetheryte. And then I'm gonna go down to talk to Lurik. Pick up our armor, keep. So I'm going to do Lurik's quest on Reaper. When I was little, Miss Alvara seemed so much bigger and stronger than me. Though to be perfectly honest, the way she carries herself even now bespeaks confidence I cannot help but envy. But never mind that, we have a virtue to hunt. Let us commence our search at once and keep your weapons at the ready, my friend. Level syncs in effect if you are above the maximum level. It will be synced as follows. This is the Hunter's Legacy. This is our melee job role quest. Oh. About time our luck took a turn for the better. There she is. What? Now? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Yes. Yes, of course it's happening now. Renderay says, I wish you were all here with me, but I know it's better that you're not. We have a score to settle, you bloody bastard, and this time I'm ready for your tricks. Relive Renderay's battle against... Oh, relive her battle. You know, I probably should have read up on this before I tackled it, but yeah. I think we want to be out of that. Oh, I'm mezzed. Ouch. I have no way of interrupting this. Use the arrows? What arrows? I'm using the arrows. Oh, the duty failed. Need to hit him with a dulling arrow. Oh, I have to go look this up. Okay. Hey, welcome back.
Streaming?
Yeah.
Can I read a Babylon B article or headline?
Later. Thanks.
I'm gonna make dinner now.
Okay. You must interrupt it by using dulling arrow. If not interrupted, you will suffer down for the count. Where was dulling arrow? Hey, honey. Yeah. Love you. Yeah, but you see, yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I knew I had to interrupt something. Let's do very easy because we can. When all else fails, do it in easy mode. Huh, about time our luck took a turn for the better, and there she is. What? Now? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Yes, now. Because we can't ever have it be convenient. I wish you were all here with me, but I know it's better that you're not. We have a score to settle, you bloody bastard, and this time I'm ready for your tricks. Alright. Radiant arrow, acidic bite, heavy shot. Where's dulling arrow? Oh, there it is. Okay. We can't escape that. Electric whisker. Just stay out of that. You'll pay for taking them from me. Just kite him around as much as you can. So he can't hit you if he's like running around. Stay out of the puddles. I won't let it end like this. We won't. God damn it, Renda. Made it in the nick, I see. This is Brandon. Haha, nice. Don't tell me you followed my trail. Oh, yeah, we did. I'll tell you all about it after we kill this bloody bastard, aye? We'll move in there. This goes much better when you know what skill where your skill is on your skill bar. So, Mortal Blast is not interruptible. Just find a safe spot to stand in. Try to stay out of their pools. Heal yourself up if you need to. Alright, we did it! I wonder if that's the Bard quest instead. The ranged... Tough old bugger, everyone alright. Ardbert, I don't know what to say. Thank you, everyone, and I'm sorry for trying to go it alone. Emmett says, and why, pray tell, did you even try to do something so foolish? If we'd been here from the first, it wouldn't have been anything even approaching a challenge. Back in the day, I was a bounty hunter. I told you that much, but I haven't told you about my old partners. Together we tracked and claimed countless notorious marks throughout Norvrant. We were the best in the business. Everyone knew our names and our reputation. They called us legends. Somewhere along the line, we started to believe it too, and then we set our sights on Miqo'te. I survived. They didn't. I swore vengeance, but had no idea how to go about pursuing it. Then I met you lot and thought that maybe, with your help, I just might have a fighting chance. So you see, I never intended to keep it all a secret. It's just, you never asked, and since I'd rather not talk about it. Easier to live in the moment, you know? The next town, the next job. The weeks flew by, and after a time I started having second thoughts. I'd lost those closest to me before. I didn't want to live through that again. Ardbert says, are we or are we not comrades? Through thick and thin. These bonds of fellowship between us must come before all else. Otherwise, they may as well not exist. You say the thought of losing us pained you? What of our feelings? What of our loss? What if we had not arrived when we did? You've saved our lives more times than I can count. How dare you refuse to let us do the same? And without those keen ears of yours, I'll never know what bollocks Brandon and Nilebird are whispering about me behind my back. And ignorance is not bliss, let me tell you. This one's worth a fortune, and fame besides. I'll wager we won't have to pay for our drinks when we get back into town. Oh God, it's not another night to remember. Brandon says, don't you worry your pretty head over our fearless leader's questionable constitution. Take pride in the victory, for the small folk will sleep easy once they hear of Balamquit's demise, until Ardbert's drunken snoring wakes them from their slumber. And on that note, I think it's time we quit this place and rend array. I trust that the next time you decide to hunt deadly game, you'll do us the courtesy of extending us an invitation. Renray says, and here I thought I was doing you a favor by keeping you out of my personal affairs. Selfish as it was. Oh, fine, but if you go and die on me, I'll pay a necromancer to raise you from the dead so I can kill you out of spite. Agreed. Now then, mind cutting off whatever it is you need to take back as proof of the kill? I don't want to lose our reward on a technicality. Such a fine crystal, says Silva. Why not hold on to it as a memento of this occasion? Wake up, damn you! Hello? What's wrong with you, huh? That's the second time your so-called gift has cost us a chance at slaying Andrea. You know what? I've had enough. Enough, I say, yes. I don't need your help. I'm perfectly capable of hunting the Siniator on my own. No, you're really not, but okay. Good luck with that. It's past time I told you to piss off. Upon our return to Gate Town, you'll be given your final payment. We'll be free to go our separate ways. Spoiled child. Spoiled child. Trying to click on your stola, not me. There you are. I was beginning to worry. Much like the 12s would, this forest has a way of dealing with those who strayed too far from the beaten path. But I digress. Let me show you the home of the Knights Blessed. Well, let's see what Infilia has to say. Have you ever seen such a tree? To think these are only the roots. Angrid says, finally, a place to rest. To make their home here and so swiftly would surely have required no small amount of ingenuity. A most impressive feat, wouldst thou not agree? Wow, they managed to make their home here in so short a time. That required no small amount of ingenuity. A very impressive feat, don't you think?
Slitherbow is the largest of the blessed settlements. They worship no gods, instead revering darkness itself. It is a curious kind of faith, but one which has granted them the strength to persevere in the wake of the flood. I hope you weren't expecting a grand feast by way of welcome. They are a simple people. Now, I would hear of your travels away from prying ears. Come.
I like how they use Master Miqo'te's theme there.
I see. And now you seek the Light Warden of Rak'tika. In the days after I arrived in the First, I too relied upon the Crystal Exarch for guidance. But his penchant for secrecy and the telling of half-truths soon lost him my trust. And thus did I strike out on my own. My work eventually led me here to the forest, which I have come to know like the back of my hand. I cannot say with certainty where your quarry is hiding, but I am confident I can narrow the search.
Well, go on then.
Some few thousand years ago, this forest stood at the heart of the Empire of Ronka. A great many relics of that civilization can still be found to the east in Ixmaya. Or rather, could be found, were the area not fiercely guarded. Ixmaya, you see, is home to a tribe of warriors whose lineage is said to date back to the time of the Empire. Any attempt to enter their territory is met with lethal force. They offer no warnings, and suffer no trespasser to escape. Needless to say, my every attempt to survey the area has been thwarted.
Mayhap the Warden hideth there, full knowing none may approach it for fear of these protectors.
As for the tablet, I find the timing of its discovery suspiciously convenient. If I did not know better, I would think someone was trying to curry favor with me.
That's because he is.
Regardless, it will take time to decipher these writings. Yet I would not be at all surprised if they somehow held the key to entering Ixmaya unmolested. The Exarch has a nose for serendipity.
If there is aught I can do to assist thee in unraveling their secrets, thou needst only ask.
Okay. If I can do anything to help you with deciphering the tablet, you only need to ask.
Thank you, Urianger. I may well take you up on that offer. While we set to work, might I suggest you take a tour of the city? Should you be in any doubt as to the importance of your role as the Warrior of Darkness, the people here will surely cure you of it.
I must say, Ishtola, while most of us have struggled to come to terms with our altered circumstances, you seem to have adapted rather well.
Lest you forget, Master Miqo'te and I dedicated our lives to uncovering the truth which hides at the heart of our world. Though separate, the fate of this reflection is nevertheless bound to that of our home. That I would be daunted by such an invaluable opportunity is absurd.
I think you insult me by saying that.
But what of you, Thancred? Could it be that you are still struggling to come to terms with the nature of your young companion?
That's a dagger. She gives as good as she gets.
My struggles are none of your concern. Quite why you would speak thus and in this company, I do not know. Perhaps you left more of yourself back in the source than I assumed. If you'll excuse me.
Ooh, he's mad. He is mad at her.
He understands that I'm not the same. That I'm not her.
Understands, perhaps, but does not accept. The question being whether he ever will. And whether you will, more importantly. As difficult as your circumstances may be, they are yours, not his. 'Tis you and you alone who bears ultimate responsibility for your life. But you need not make any hard choices now. Why not go and get some fresh air, clear your head?
Ooh. But, you know, honestly, I think Thancred might have needed to hear that. I wish I'd never. It's a hard road you walk, Minfilia. When Y'shtola first arrived in the First, she made swift work of the Cabinet of Curiosity. Her thirst yet unsated, she then journeyed hither, seeking the wisdom of Ranka. So, when Y'shtola first arrived in the First, she read everything in the Cabinet of Curiosity, and with her thirst for knowledge, you know, still strong, she journeyed here to, seek the wisdom of Ranka. She found little in the way of welcome from the Blessed, however. 'Twas not until the Great Fire, where she denied the Sin Eaters a feast of ether, that she gained their trust. Okay. You know, the Blessed didn't welcome her, however, and it wasn't until after the Great Fire when she, you know, saved them from being eaten by Sin Eaters that she gained the Blessed's trust. Since then, I have served as liaison twixt Slitherbough and the Crystarium, that she might be kept abreast of the others' efforts. So, since then, you know, he's been the liaison between here and Crystarium so that we can keep her updated on everybody else's efforts. Y'shtola is staring off into the distance, lost in thought. I am not indifferent to Thancred's troubles. Nevertheless, I will not apologize for holding him to a higher standard after all these years. He has ever been a man of considerable resolve, and that is what I will continue to expect. Though it heartens me to know that some of us remain ourselves in spite of our present circumstances. I can but imagine how Alize and Alfino have changed since arriving here in the first. Change is part of life. We can but hope it's changed for the better, or perhaps you should be concerned with how you have changed. You know, yeah, I'm gonna say that. I don't remember her being as abrupt. I don't know the word I'm looking for. Rude? No, that's not quite. But, you know what I'm saying. It's just, it wasn't a nice way for her to say that. I realize I am not as I was on the source, but I cannot say I regret the decisions that allowed me to come this far. Returning to the matter at hand, I really must begin work on deciphering this tablet. In the meantime, perhaps you should take a look about Slitherbough. If there is anything you need, pray speak with Runar at the plaza. Does she have anything else? I have instructed Runar to help you with anything you should require. Does he have anything else? Okay. Does she have anything else? Alright. And this is where we are going to call it for today. We did quite a bit. We got a role quest done. Actually, let me speak with Lurik and Kalusia to finish that off. Because I want that skill. My daughter decided to make blintzes for dinner. It's kind of like crepes with a ricotta cheese filling. You can have dessert ones or savory ones. I do not have a recipe for you. That is one you would want to look up on like Joy of Cooking or some other good source for cooking to learn how to do it. There's Chef John's website has a really good tutorial on how to do it too. They're not difficult to make, they just take a lot of time. Elvira says, what is it? Did something happen between you two? I think so. Honestly, I don't know why I ever placed my faith in you. You are such a disappointment. Consider this the formal dissolution of our partnership. Let none ever again speak the names Reek and Gav in the same breath. Yes, never again. And with that, I bid you good day. Elvira says, when he was little, Reek's parents punished him for a time by withholding his allowance. Without money to lavish on his friends, he soon found that many were only drawn to him for his wealth. I dare say he feared you would abandon him as they did, and decided to push you away first. I'm not trying to make excuses for what he said. I only hope you can find it in your heart to forgive him. Take some time to think it over, then come and see me. Oh, and take this for your troubles. Fellowship restored. Alvera cannot help but worry for Lurik's well-being. I am sure a talented man like yourself is needed all over the realm, but so I thank you for sparing a moment to hear me out. Since you two parted ways, Reek has come to visit me several times. Though he is blessedly in good health, I worry for his spirits. I think you may have been the only friend he has had for some time. I considered journeying to the Crystarium myself to look in on him, but I find travel rather difficult these days. If you would go in my stead, it would put my heart at ease. Well, we're not going to say no to Alvera, because she's a sweetheart. Alright. We'll just, I'm not going to finish that quest out this time. We'll pick it up next time. So, let's get to our catch-up. first one. Where do cats enjoy spending a family day? The museum. Museum. How do you know your cat used your computer? Your mouse has teeth marks on it. Alright. If you can help us out, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, leave a comment. I really like the comments, so feel free, if you have a question, ask questions. If I don't know the answer, I'll look it up and find out. So, anyway, thank you all for coming. Glad you had a good time. I had a great time. We've got made our way into Raktika, a really cool area. We'll get to do some more cool stuff next time with them. And I'm hoping I'll be back every week. This is an anomaly because I had a doctor's appointment. It ran extremely long. Yeah, I know. I thought the mouse joke was funny. I could just imagine like little tiny teeth marks on the mouths, you know. I could see my cat doing that. You know, Jake, who did not come this time. I think he was sleeping on my bed. Anyway, yeah, I could just imagine Jake's little teeth marks on my mouse. Alright, cats and kittens, MamacatGamer is signing off for this week. You have a great one. We'll see you soon.